welcome back to my channel, where today we're going to take a look at another booster pack opening, this time for a newer trading card game, Disney Lorcana. This one comes from the Into The Inklands set/expansion. Now, quick disclaimer here, I really do love Disney related stuff. Some might classify me as a Disney adult. I've also had plenty of people who have said that I definitely do not qualify as a Disney adult. I don't know what the running definition of that is currently, so I'll leave that up to you to decide. Either way, despite loving a lot of Disney things and, movies and properties and all that sort of stuff, I am not a walking encyclopedia of stuff, so I may not know every single character, especially as this game continues to get a little bit deeper into some of the characters and scenes and things like that. Maybe there's a character's name who I cannot pronounce. Maybe there is a character that I'm not familiar with, or I may not have seen the movie or show or whatever it is that, it comes from. What I can tell you is the character on this booster pack here clearly is Goofy. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Just kidding. It's Donald Duck. Alright, we all know it's a Minnie. That's not too hard to guess. But here she is, rappelling down into the Inklands, as it were. Fun little fact about Disney Lorcana is, at least as of recording this video, it's the only trading card game on my channel to have been featured so far that has not, at one point, at least been under Wizards of the Coast ownership. This one is put out by Ravensburger. I'm not really sure exactly how to pronounce it. I have played Disney Lorcana. It's a very fun game. I have the starter decks and have played some of those. And while I've opened up the decks and sleeved those and done all that good stuff, I fell into my bad habits of buying some booster packs but not actually opening them yet. So this will be my first Disney Lorcana booster pack that I open ever. Regardless of whether it is on camera or not, this is the first time I am going to open a Disney Lorcana booster pack. As such, I'm still kind of getting used to the specifics of things. Again, I play very casually with really one or two other people, so I'm not super familiar with all the chase cards, all the super rare cards, the super valuable ones, or the ones that fit quote-unquote the meta. I tend to just pick the cards that I like, find ones that I think work well for what I do, and something that's fun for me. Doing a quick bit of research, the rarities are common, uncommon, rare, super rare, legendary, and then enchanted. Like always, if making some mistakes with pronouncing things or referencing where a particular character or card is from, or just wrong about some of the mechanics or things that we talk about here, feel free to comment down below and let me know. I love learning these things so I can be a little bit better informed about games that are fun to play. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's open this up. I also don't know in this case, in particular, pack order, pack tricks, or anything like that. I did kind of scope that out a little bit before. Most of the stuff I saw was for, Pokemon and stuff, so we'll see. Alright, looks like right out the gate we have some information. Love a good informational card. Maybe this is a weird thing, but I actually keep a lot of the little informational cards, whether they're from Pokemon, like the little QR code cards, or things from Magic the Gathering. I know I have some like that card checklist, things like that. I do like to hang on to them for some reason. Maybe someday I'll do a video about all the weird little accoutrements that I have kept over the years. But this one, my friend was telling me about this. There are some different abilities in this expansion or this set, but it looks like we've got some abilities now. And actually, this one says 2B right there. So that leads, look at that. We got 1B, so there's a 2A. So we got a couple of informational cards here. Lorcana, trading card game. This is 1A. New card type, locations. New in Into the Inklands. Locations are glimmers that are played and go on the table in front of you, just like characters and items. Only special location rules are explained here. Some locations give you a benefit, some give you lore, some do both. And of course, other cards have abilities that involve this new card type. Parts of a location card, and we got this nice little infographic here that tells us the different parts, including ink cost, move cost, willpower, ability, and lore value. The inkwell and playing a location. If a location has the inkwell icon around the cost, it can be put into your inkwell. The rules for playing locations are the same as for characters and items. You can play a location anytime during your turn by paying its ink cost and putting it into play in front of you. Gaining lore. At the start of your turn, gain lore equal to the lore value on the locations you have in play. Note that this is not questing, which only characters can do. Moving characters to locations. During your turn, you can move one of your characters to one of your locations by paying the location's move cost. And it's got the little symbol, which, again, reference this. Your characters can only move to your locations. A character can move to a location the same turn either one is played. It doesn't matter if the character being moved is exerted or ready. There's no limit to the number of characters who can be at a location at a time. A character can't move from a location except to move to another location. You can do this by paying the other location's move cost. Then we've got down here challenges and damage. Opposing characters may challenge a location the same way they challenge an exerted character. The challenger ability still applies. A challenged location takes damage equal to the challenging character's strength, but doesn't deal damage. Locations can also take damage from some actions and abilities, but they can't be chosen for them unless the text says they can. When a location's damage reaches its willpower, it's banished, and you put that card in your discard pile. Characters at that location are fine. They're just no longer at the location. And then we get back to, again, the abilities. Some locations have abilities that give you benefit, often based on characters being at the location. These abilities can be used the same turn that the location comes into play. And we have a new rule for moving damage. Also new in Into the Inklands is the ability to move damage counters from one character or location to another. Moving damage doesn't count as, quote, dealing damage, or damaging the character or location receiving the damage counters. Effects that modify the amount of damage dealt don't apply to damage being moved. Alright, got a good little start there. Some new rules. Just take a quick little peek. I don't see any hollow there, so I think we're good to start from the bottom. So we're gonna flip this over. Our first card is a common, Distract. Alright, and we have our first new location. Okay, so a new card here for this set, for this expansion. Nottingham, Prince John's Castle. We have Voyage. We have a character here. We've got Flotsam. Bestow a Gift, which is an action. Miss Bianca, Rescue Aid Society Agent. Hydros, Ice Titan. Queen of Hearts, Wonderland Empress. Scrooge's Top Hat. Now we get our first rare. It's an item, Starlight Vial. And we have another land, Pride Lands, Pride Rock. I'm sorry, not land, location. Alright, and our last one here is a rare hollow, Heart of Tafiti. This is an item. So let's take a closer look at the cards that we pulled. Okay, we have a cost of 2 up there. Distract, which is an action that lets your character, or a chosen character, gets -2 power for this turn and lets you draw a card. So we have, again, that first location here, Nottingham, and it looks like it has the ability to move damage right there, the move damage cost, and then we have toughness or willpower, I think that's what they call it here. This is a 2 cost to play, and this one has a little bit of flavor text here, or like a quote here. So this is from Sir Hiss. I say, sire, your mother's castle will be the perfect place to set up our scheme. Prince John replies, Mommy did not expect to say mommy during this video. Just want to point that out. Alright, so now we've got a 1 cost action called Voyage, and it lets you move up to 2 characters of yours to the same location for free. That's pretty neat. We've got something we can pair with our location over here already. And the flavor text here reads, we were voyagers. Why do we stop? That's from Moana. Alright, and we've got a character here, Flotsam Riffraff. It's got a cost of 3 up there, and we can see he's got a power of 5 and the willpower of 2. He's a Dreamborn ally. He's got an ability, Eerie Pair. Your character's named Jetsam. Get +3 power. I'm sorry, I realize I've been saying power. I think that's strength, actually, is what it might be. And the flavor text here reads, Ursula needs lore to complete her plan. Cards like this are cool because they're kind of like buddy cards. You have the matching pair to it, so you can create some cool combos. Alright, and now we've got a 1-cost card here. This is Bestow a Gift. It's an action that allows you to move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character. So it lets you heal and damage at the same time. And the flavor text at the bottom here reads, From Magic Ink, I call this gift. Fly, my minion. Thy wings be swift. Spoken by Maleficent, right there. Alright, we've got another character here with Miss Bianca. She costs 2 to play. This is Miss Bianca, specifically Rescue Aid Society agent, or strength of 2, and a willpower of 2 as well. They are Storyborn hero and have the ability, they are a singer 4, which allows you to use this as a substitute for the sing abilities. Flavor text here reads, Our society has never failed to answer a call for help. That's from Mr. Chairman. Now we've got this 3 ink cost Hydros Ice Titan character. Is a Storyborn Titan with strength or power of 2 and willpower of 2. Special feature or ability here, Blizzard, and it allows you to, it also requires that you exert the card itself to exert a chosen character. So this lets you, make your opponents more vulnerable, and the quote here is pretty simple. Free Zeus. Alright, we have 3 ink cost Queen of Hearts Wonderland Empress, who is a Dreamborn villain queen with 3 strength and 3 willpower, with an ability, Always here are my ways. Whenever this character quests, your other villain characters get +1 lore this turn. And the flavor text reads, The more of the Inklands she claims, the more she wants. We've got an item here that costs 2 ink to play. We've got Scrooge's Top Hat, and its ability is Business Expertise. You exert it, and you can pay 1 ink less for the next item that you play this turn with the flavor text. Just the thing to top off another brilliant deal. We've got another item here, Starlight Vial, costs 4 ink to play. It's got efficient energy. You exert this and you pay 2 ink less for the next action you play this turn. It also has Trap, which costs 2 ink, and you can banish this item and draw 2 cards, then discard a card. And the flavor text or quote here reads, In the wrong hands, this vial of magic can be disastrous. And we've got this other location here, which costs 2 ink to play. This is the Pride Lands Pride Rock, and it's got the move cost of 2 with a willpower of 7. It has a couple of features here. We are all connected. Characters get +2 willpower while here. Lion Home. If you have a prince or king character here, you pay 1 ink less to play character. And finally, our foil or holographic, holofoil, whatever you want to call it here. Let's get a closer look at that. But this cost 3 ink to play. Right up here, it's called Heart of Tefiti. It's an item, and it has the ability Create Light. You exert this and pay 2 ink. Put the top card of your deck into your inkwell, face down, and exert it. Flavor text reads, It takes a pure heart to calm the raging storm within. Alright, so that's going to do it for this one. Again, I hope you guys liked seeing what we pulled here from this booster pack. This is the first time I opened the Lorcana booster packs at all, so very fun to actually do that without knowing what we're going to get, because we don't have a deck list or something. Kind of neat to see how they had the rule change cards in here. But yeah, if you see something that you like, you see something that works well, some of your favorite characters or anything like that, let us know in the comments. Leave a like on the video, please. That helps me know that you like seeing Lorcana packs being opened. And of course, subscribe to stay up to date as we do some more of these openings, as well as looking at some other card games, looking at accessories, and maybe even dipping into my collection a little bit and just talking games in general. But until then, just get out there and have some fun with some trading card games, collect some cards, play with your friends, whatever the case may be. See ya.